Hi, welcome to IndigoMusic.com. It is time for a session called Xperience Sessions, and we feature musicians from across the globe on Xperience Sessions, talking to them about their journey. And today we have none other than Raghu Dixit. Welcome. It's been a while since we've had crowds, so this is my...
I hear the crowd noise.
Now, Raghu, thank you so much for being here.
Thanks so much for having me here.
Yeah, you've just come out with a new project. It's fantastic. We're going to have a performance of that later on in the video. But let's start off with your own journey, right? You've scored music for films. You've composed songs. You've worked in a band. I mean, you've performed in a band. You've performed solo. Tell me how different each of these processes are, from films to doing it solo to doing it in a band.
Solo is boring. Solo is good if it's a very small, intimate audiences and mainly filled with friends who know my story, and I repeat my stories to them, and they know where to laugh, when to laugh.
Right.
But otherwise, I love to play with my band because it's just great. That energy just feeds off each other, and there's a lot of camaraderie and friendship that's also in the mix.
Yeah, and you can see that on stage as well.
Absolutely. Sure. So for me, being with my friends and with my band on stage is definitely the biggest high. Films is great, but only thing is the gratification is much later.
Yeah.
And film music is not entirely a music composer's project. It is a collaborative project between so many people in the film team, straight from the director's idea, the script. Yeah. Sometimes even the actors interfere.
Yeah. So there's not as much free will, you would say?
I don't know if you can call it that. You can see it both ways. If you want to look at it negatively, yes, it's not a free will. But if you want to look at it positively, then
it's more focused, I guess.
No, it's a boundary within which you have to play and yet come up with something incredible. So it's very challenging.
It's a nice challenge to have. Right? It's not the worst thing in the world. But this year, some people would call as the worst thing in the world. If you could describe this year,
why?
I know you have a positive take on it, which is what I want to hear. If you could describe 2020 in your own words, how would you do it? Because a lot of people are seeing it negatively, unfortunately. But I mean, it's a trying time, and the fact that we're getting through it is a positive thing in itself. So how would you look at it?
So it did start as negatively as it started with everybody.
Yeah.
All I did was eat, sleep, and watch Netflix for the first 4 weeks. And the only movement that I had was from my bed to the toilet and back.
All right.
The truth.
That sounds like a fun lifestyle.
No, yeah.
Just for a while, maybe.
Yeah, but it became 4 weeks. Yeah. And the one day I was walking towards my toilet and I crossed this life-size mirror I have.
And then you looked at yourself.
No, I fell down looking at that figure. I was so scared. So that was a waking up call, saying, "Oh my God, this can't be happening." And then I did the scariest thing, to stand on my weighing scale, and I read 116.
This is why I don't have a weighing scale in my house.
You don't need one. It will be a shame for the weighing scale if you stand on one.
I mean, you never know.
I'm warning you, don't ever do that.
All right, okay.
So 116 I weighed, and that was a shocker. Yeah. That was an absolute wake-up call, and I texted my friend who is a trainer saying, "I need help. Save me," is what I texted. I can show it to you on my phone. And he said, "Don't worry, I'm there for you." And next day morning onwards, we started training on the video call, on my terrace.
Oh, that's
and
awesome.
he would wake me up at 6 o'clock every morning, and then at 6:30 we would start, and it'd go until 8:30.
How did you manage to switch immediately from going to eating, sleeping, and only moving towards?
Correct. So it is also
a shock to your body.
And also in the past, I have kind of tried several times going to the gym, and every time I paid the full fee. I'm going to do this.
Oh, no.
After 3 days, I would just not go. Start this diet, that diet, and several times I've tried. And today I'm weighing 97, and in over a decade I'm weighing under 100 kgs.
That's awesome. So the lockdown in that sense has been really positive.
Not just that one also, and I also enrolled myself into a couple of courses online. One is studying CBT, cognitive behavioral therapy.
Oh, that's so nice. What made you want to do that?
Because I sought help for most of last year and the previous year.
Yeah.
and I've been on and off on therapy for last 10 years.
Yeah.
But truly what happened was that the lockdown gave me that time to really self-introspect and ask some of the most ugliest questions I could ever ask myself.
Yeah.
And this particular course that I also got on was it's about setting goals, and that's another course apart from CBT. So how to set goals and why should you have that goal? Is your goal even valid? Questions like that.
Yeah.
And that kind of set me on a path to kind of rediscover that I've been living my life all wrong so far. And exercising was a huge part of it, and then I have now very, very concrete goals with very concrete plans. Whether there is corona or no corona, they will still happen. So I learned meditation. I learned the different kinds of meditation, not just one kind. So that was a huge gain for me. So
this is the best lockdown journey, like from being highly unproductive to being so productive and also having this much perspective. I think this is a journey everybody needs to go through, and I'm glad it starts with being unproductive, so I know I have hope.
Yay!
Okay, so I want you to sing me a song right now describing this year for us. Is that too much?
Just when I thought this interview is getting interesting.
Yeah, I mean, it could be, I mean, you don't have to do it.
Okay, I have.
All right.
Nanti, hingga biar teremar pacinti. Oh, lokata kalaji marti nanti, hingga biar teremar pacinti. Nimaro tu kaligi santi, melu maligi katabe kanti, alayambari arabe kanti, manali. ತಣ್ಣಗ ಮರತಿ ಲೋಕದ ಕಾಳಜಿ ಮಾಡ್ತೀನಂತಿ ಹಿಂಗ್ಯಾರ್ ಬ್ಯಾಡಂತರ ಮಾಡಪಚ್ಚಿ ಲೋಕದ ಕಾಳಜಿ ಮಾಡ್ತೀನಂತಿ ನಿಂಗ್ಯಾರ್ ಬ್ಯಾಡಂತರ ಮಾಡಪಾಚಿಂತಿ.
I don't understand the lyrics.
What a shame on you. You're eating the salt of this land and you don't know Kannada. Go back to wherever you came from.
I'm sorry, Raghu, but
all
please,
right. Okay, since you don't know the language, I shall be nice to you.
Thank you.
Like all Kannadigas are.
Yeah, this is one for everybody in the city who came from outside.
Okay, sorry about that dig. But it means don't worry, be happy. But if you want to worry, I don't give a damn.
That's perfect, actually. That describes this pandemic perfectly, because get on board or just like, get lost.
Yes.
Yeah, but that was awesome. I'm still recovering from that. It really makes you feel happy, no? That song really pumps you up.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm going to ask you one last question, then play a game with you, okay?
Oh, games. It's been a long time.
All right. This is for, I know you may think this is not an interesting question, but there are a lot of songwriters out there.
Do you want to just sound intelligent? Okay, go ahead.
I just want to cover my bases and okay, so there are a lot of songwriters out there who are struggling, and this has always been the case, but especially now, more than ever. I mean, it must be so difficult. You can't play to crowds. You can't. There's so many more limitations now. And I mean, what do you have to say to them? Just some words of hope, love, empathy, and hope.
Okay, so I really don't know what to do about the financial part, because even I'm struggling now. Because initially it was okay, 1 month was okay, 2 months is okay. I have an EMI to pay for my studio building, which I've bought this mammoth building for my studio, and that's crazy shitload of money. And then there are also my own musicians in my band who had been depending on my band's earnings for their survival too. So now they've all kind of adapted to the situation and have started teaching their craft to students who are aspiring to learn music. But singer-songwriters, unless you're like really know music technically, you can't even teach. Like for me, I don't know music at all technically. Formally. So I have not earned anything through music. So it's been very, very tough. I'm just scratching off my savings now, because earlier in the whole enthusiasm, I went and donated to a few organizations, and the lockdown just kept extending, and now I'm like worried now. Oh my God, what do I do next if I don't get a gig in the next, even if it's an online gig for a corporate show, if I don't get one in the next 2-3 weeks, my next month is going to be terrible. So the only thing I can say is that hang in there, but there are so many other things that we can all do. You could start writing for others, for example, not just music. You could even write for newspapers or magazines or online thing. Since you're creative, there's always this juice flowing, so it doesn't have to be in one single stream. Just look beyond music sometimes, maybe, and you could find ways that you could be very, very resourceful in yourself. Lamenting about the situation and keep brooding about it is not going to help. You just have to wake up and list down the things that you can do. Your skill sets are far more than you can imagine, and once you start digging into those skills, I think you will definitely find something that you can do and make a living off it for now.
That's awesome. It's like he was like looking into your soul and telling you. And, I mean, even for you, honestly, you could be the first one to teach people how to feel notes rather than read notes. I think that's a good idea.
She's intelligent.
Yes, I am. I am. All right, we're gonna do a round of Would You Rather now, okay? Quick.
Would you rather now? Okay.
Would you rather now? We're gonna play Would You Rather now. So I'll give you 2 options. Would you rather this or that? You tell me which one.
Okay, that's easy. Okay.
Would you rather never finish listening to a song or listen to the same song on repeat for the rest of your life?
No way. I would like to listen to different songs and different words and different melodies.
So never finish listening to a song. You have to choose between the 2.
No, I will never go for that. Like, I don't want to listen to the same song for the rest of my life.
Okay, so you would rather never finish listening to the song. That's what you picked.
Okay, I don't even know. I didn't even understand English there.
All right. No, it means you would rather never finish fully listening to one song. You can listen to different songs, but you can't fully listen to one.
Oh, like that? No, I will never disrespect a song like that. Unless, even if it's bad, I would listen to it till the end and then switch to the next song. Come on, that's respect for music.
Okay, fine. So then you lost the first question.
Okay, I lost the question. Okay.
Second question. Would you rather have the talent of...
I would rather lose this round 2.
A perfect pitch or a perfect falsetto?
Perfect pitch.
Okay. Would you rather have the ability to be able to hear every sound in the world? Like say you have super hearing, what's happening 5 kilometers from here you can hear. Or have the ability to play every instrument in the world?
Ability to play every instrument in the world, definitely.
Yeah, I think that's a bit of an easy one. Would you rather be interrupted once during a concert or only play a 20-minute set at every concert?
That's a nice one. No, no interruption. I would rather play 20 minutes and own it fully.
Yeah, do the best 20-minute gig every single time.
Yes.
Okay, last one. And this is very relevant to the times we're in. Would you rather play to a crowd of only 100 people or in person or 100,000 people online?
If it's on my YouTube channel, 100,000 people definitely online.
Online,
yes. If it's not on my YouTube channel and Instagram, definitely no. I would rather play for 100 people in person.
Have that intimate setting, know your story.
Well,
that was it. That was your game.
Yeah, did I win or lose?
I think you medium.
He's like my dad, if I scored like 95% in the exams, he would give 5%. Who did you sell it off for?
No, this was definitely the higher percentile. I'm going to say 90%.
Amazing. I'm so proud. 95 is bigger than 90%.
I want to be stricter than your dad for some reason. But thank you so much for doing this.
Thank you. I had fun too.
I had fun as well.
That's reluctant. There is reluctance in saying that.
You started by saying I had fun too.
Okay, fire her. Boss, please.
But love this. Thank you. And make sure to stay tuned to indigomusic.com for more videos like this.